Yo, what's good YouTube? It's Pablo and welcome back to the channel. I'm bringing you guys episode 2 of the Seattle Seahawks connected franchise mode here in Madden 19. And as you guys know, if you watched the first episode, we are taking over the Seattle Seahawks with new head coach Terry Marshall. We are going to be starting from week 1 of the NFL season. The regular season, we skipped through the preseason, of course, and we're going to see if we can start off the season with a W versus the Denver Broncos.
On EA Sports. Coming up, former Viking Case Keenum makes his debut in orange and blue as his Broncos take on the rebuild defense of the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back at halftime with a look at the other games that are going on. But first, we're off to the Rockies. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Our visitors, the Seahawks, an early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So both teams starting off 0-0, trying to start off the season with a victory to get their momentum going in the right way. We're playing against Case Keenum, former Minnesota Viking. Did some really good things for Mike Zimmer and the Vikings team. Let's see if he can keep that momentum going and that good performance going with the Denver Broncos. And we'll definitely be keying in on Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders, their dynamic duo of wide receivers. We have to get some pressure on Case Keenum so he doesn't have a chance to get them the ball, and he's doing a pretty good job early as he has them down at the 2-yard line. They're going to get a false start penalty, so that will give them give us a little bit of cushion there as we had our backs up against the wall on the goal line. So second down and goal, we're going to get them brought down for a sack. Third down and goal, we need a stop right here, and we're going to bring down Case Keenum for a sack. That is Frank Clark that time, and they will be settling for a field goal attempt, and it is good. So they go up 3-0 early in this game, and then our offense comes out onto the field, of course, led by that guy, Russell Wilson. First name Russell, last name Wilson. And we're definitely leaning on him as the leader of this offense. He's going to be the playmaker, the impact player of the offense. And starting the game was Chris Carson. So we're going to give him a lot of touches early as we find Will Disley getting us close to midfield. Like I said, we started Chris Carson. He's running hard for a gain of 6 right there. But we will be mixing in Rashad Penny along with Mike Davis at times. We'll see what we can do and how the game script goes. But Russell Wilson is leading a nice drive of our own right now until this errant pass on second down will bring up third down and 9. Not the ideal position for third down. We'll be brought down for a sack. And from the 44-yard line, we'll settle for a field goal attempt from Janikowski. You guys know he has a big boot, but he does not convert the field goal attempt right there. So we give it back to the Broncos, who had success on their last drive, but this time they have much better field position as Sutton is going to get the pass and get them inside the 15-yard line. So our defense is looking pretty suspect as Rolls Royce Freeman is going to be brought down for no gain. Third down and 10. They're going to dump it off to Devontae Booker. And because of overall, we're not seeing Philip Lindsay. He's definitely been one of the more exciting players and stories so far this season, but we're not seeing him due to the overall, but that would have been pretty exciting. But Doug Baldwin is over midfield with a very nice gain, catch and run. But on the next couple of plays, we'll be brought down for a sack. That time, it is Derek Wolfe bringing us down. Third down and 14. Russell Wilson, I'm going to roll out, throw an illegal pass. It's going to be caught by Will Disley. He'll go for a touchdown. But you guys saw he was clearly past the line of scrimmage. So he's going to be upset that this is going to be called back. So it's going to be brought back, illegal forward pass. So erase that touchdown. We would have to punt the ball away, so they get the ball back. We haven't been able to put any points on the board, and we're getting close to midway through the second quarter, so not a good sign. And the middle of our field is wide open when we're on defense, and Hireman catches a pass for a chunk gain right there, and he's going deep. Keenum is looking for it all, and it's almost intercepted. He was going for Demaryius Thomas, but he was unable to come up with it. Not a great effort by him, but we do get the ball back, and we really need some points right now. Third down, early in the drive, we're going to be brought down for a sack again. So Russ is really under pressure right now. He's been sacked a ton, knocked down a ton. So our offensive line really needs to tighten it up. If you guys watched the first episode and saw the roster, that is definitely going to be one of our points of emphasis as far as team development. But Emmanuel Sanders is going to get a long 19-yard gain on man-to-man coverage right there. So that's really unacceptable. But we do bring down Royce Freeman for a short gain. Another third down. We allow them to convert. This time it's Cortland Sutton, and he's going to bring his team inside the 10-yard line. Third down and goal. Devontae Booker is trying to spin his way to the goal line, but he's unable to get there. We forced them to settle for 3 again, but we need some points. Will Disley is wide open, trying to truck his way toward the 50-yard line, comes up just short, but still has a very nice gain. And there is Doug Baldwin on the slant route. Actually, I'm sorry, the drag route, getting out of bounds after a chunk gain right there. We are on the 36-yard line, but Tyler Lockett is wide open inside the red zone. We are from the 14-yard line going to Brandon Marshall for a gain of 9. With 16 seconds left, Russell Wilson will be sacked. He will fumble it. No one wants the ball apparently until the Broncos come up with it. So we get all the way down inside the red zone once again. But Russell Wilson in these rainy conditions will cough up the football. It was a live ball there for a couple of seconds until the Broncos finally recovered it. So they stop us, but we get the ball to start the second half. Disappointing to not come away with points, but all is not lost as we get the ball and we're driving with some fire right now and some rhythm. On second down and 10, we're trying to start off the second half in a positive way. It'll be an overthrow for Russell Wilson. Third down and 10 coming up over the middle to Doug Baldwin, coming up 2 yards short of the touchdown from the 2nd-yard line. We're going to Tyler Lockett. Slant route, slant play. Easy touchdown for Tyler Lockett. So we finally get on the board. Russell Wilson throws his first touchdown and a nice celebration right there. We, like I said, finally scored, cut the deficit to 2 points. We are trailing 9-7 in this game in the third quarter now. Case Keenum from the shotgun formation going screen to Devontae Booker. He'll be brought down. No gain on the play. We get the ball back. So a great stop by our defense when we really needed it, and a chance for our offense to keep up the good performance. But third down and 17, it'll be an interception. Pac-Man Jones, former Cincinnati Bengal, will be picking off Russell Wilson. We were deep in our own territory. Not a good sequence for our offense right there. And after scoring, we thought they would come out with a little bit more rhythm than that. But Case Keenum will continue shredding our defense over the middle. And there's Hireman catching a touchdown. They respond to our touchdown with a touchdown of their own. Case Keenum, the Hireman right there. And they push their lead up to 9 points. We are trailing 16-7. And Rashad Penny will be brought down for a loss. He has not gotten positive yardage in this game yet. So here's Will Disley over the middle, wide open, converting the third down. We really have to stop allowing third downs early in our drives and stop putting ourselves at risk of 3 and outs. But on first down, we go deep to Doug Baldwin, but it'll be dropped there. Good defense. And there is Tyler Lockett, a solid target on the slant route, getting us the first down. And Will Disley wide open. He seems to be forgotten about as he gets us another chunk play. And Rashad Penny following that up, getting a positive rush. As you guys heard, he hadn't had a positive one until then. And how about this? A touchdown for the rookie running back. And he's bouncing back from a very rough start and gets us a touchdown, a much needed score. And more importantly, he cuts down the deficit to just 3. We get the extra point, so now we're down by just 2. But we have to play some defense. Our defense has been playing pretty well, and we're going to get a sack right there by Reed, bringing him down for a loss of 3. And then they're also going to get a false start penalty, so that's going to knock them back 5 yards. So third down and 15. Case Keenum is dropping back to pass, trying to find Devontae Booker, but I don't know what he was doing right there. Didn't even try to pull the pass in. It's like he didn't get turned around, but we have the ball back. That was a lucky play for us because he probably would have taken it up for at least another 10 yards and got the first down. But we are facing a third down. We will not be able to convert it So we're going to end up going for it. We need a score right now, but we're trying to draw them off sides, but instead our fullback flinches. So that will be a false start penalty, and we would end up punting the ball. So that's a terrible penalty right there. And our defensive line assault continues. This time it's Deion Jordan bringing down Case Keenum for a sack right there. And on 2nd down and 19, Devontae Booker is going to rush this one up the middle. And we really need to stop as we're getting low on time, but there is a flag on the play, and that's going to be holding. And 3rd down and 24, Case Keenum is back to pass, running a Hail Mary, it looks like. And someone is coming back to the ball. It's Cortland Sutton, and that is a huge gain. You cannot have that. That is just a terrible play defensively. Our defensive line didn't get there. Case Keenum had all day, so now they're driving. But we do get a stop on 3rd down, so we hold them to 3. So they increase their lead, but we're only down by 5 points as Doug Baldwin catches the pass from Russ for about a gain of 9. But 1st down and 10 with about 3 minutes to go in the game. Russell Wilson will nearly be intercepted by Von Miller right there. He dropped an easy one. Thankfully, in these conditions, he dropped it, but on a sunny day, he probably would have come down with it. But Russell Wilson is getting loose for a gain of about 12 up to around midfield, and we're going to find Will Dissly for a gain of about 7. And now we are moving right now. We have some rhythm. 1st down and 10. Russell Wilson is scrambling out of the pocket, and they're having some trouble covering that because this time he picks up 9, 2nd down and 1. The pocket is collapsing, and I don't know how he escapes and picks up 5. But he does. And 1st down and 10, he's rolling out yet again, and he's diving at the end of this scramble, picking up 12 yards. We are driving in the red zone. We're finding Doug Baldwin on the slant route, rolling into the end zone, and there is a flag, and it's going to be face mask against the defense. And they did not rule that a touchdown. I truly thought that was a touchdown. We're trying the QB sneak from the 1. Nonetheless, with under a minute left, we're going to hand it to Chris Carson. And from inches out, he scores the touchdown. We take the lead with 44 seconds left. So what an excellent drive by Russ Wilson and this offense. Finished off by Chris Carson getting the touchdown. We hadn't seen too much of him. We gave a lot of carries to Penny in the 4th quarter, and we are going for 2 because we want to go up by 3 just in case. We go play action. We're going to Will Dissly, but there will be no catch as that will be batted down. So we really have to play some defense right now with 27 seconds left. Case Keenum's going to dump this one off into the dirt. So 2nd down and 10. He's going over. He's going to be intercepted by McDougald, and it's going to be returned for a touchdown. But there is a flag. What is the flag right now? Let's take a look and see. They could call pass interference on this one, but it's going to be roughing the passer. I don't get that at all. That doesn't make any sense. Let's take another look. And this is the roughing the passer. He wasn't touched, but they're trying a very long field goal. I don't know how many yards it is. It's from the logo, and it will go up. We ice them, and it will be no good. We escape with a victory. That would have been a tough drive for them to get into field goal range with that amount of time, but they came really close. If they had another positive play of about 10 yards, that field goal probably would have went in, even though they also called back our pick 6 because of a BS roughing the passer penalty. We still come away with the W, but Russell Wilson solid in this game with the exception of the 2 turnovers, and he leads us in rushing with 63 yards. Chris Carson 9 for 22 and a touchdown. Rashad Penny 6 for 13 and a touchdown. So they hit pay dirt, but not impressive rushing averages. Doug Baldwin 6 receptions, 76 yards. Didn't get a touchdown. It was Tyler Lockett who scored the touchdown through the air for our receiving core. And the Seattle Seahawks go to 1-0 under new head coach Terry Marshall, and they barely come away with this W. So we definitely have some places where we can improve. So we'll look to go to 2-0 next week. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It really came down to it. I hope you guys leave a like as well and subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys in the next episode.